If it's free, you're the product. When things are labeled as free, they're technically not, since they require you to invest your time and attention to it. Whenever we're on social media, what happens? We log in using a free account, but what actually happens is that we're not actually, it's not actually free. The social media is not free. You think you're using a free app, but you're not. What these social media applications are doing to you is that they're using your attention as the source of income. So in a way, they're a business, right? And just like any other business, they need to be able to make profit. And that is also why, because if they want to make profit and they want to get a wider audience, they have to combine something, label it as free, just like how in the app you can just download it for free. But in reality, even though it is free, it's not free, because they are actually advertising you and sending you with all your, they're taking your data, they're using your data as a currency and your attention. Whenever you spend your time in these apps, the more time you spend on those apps, the more data they get to collect on you, and the more data they collect on you, the more advertisements they get to promote to you, which you might buy from like those advertisements, right? So because the ads are so curated upon your personal, like what you want to buy, right? So the ads are so curated on your likes that you'll eventually just click on it and just buy it. And that's how we have like come into like a material like environment. Everyone wants to buy things. Everyone is kind of addicted to social media because they have nothing else to do, pretty much. They're on their phone 24/7. So whenever I'm going out in public, what I notice is that everyone's on their phone, literally, or they have their earphones on. I try to think of ways in which I can interact with them, but it's so impossible because they're constantly on their phone, and they have their headphones on, which is like impossible for you to just like, just have a normal conversation with those guys, those people. And I believe social media is a very big part of our culture now, and it's normalized. It's very normalized to have our phones on in public, have our headphones on, and we just do our own thing, not interact with other people, and just get living in our life, everyday situation, without actually interacting with others. Now, being a human means that we're social creatures, and we are creative when we're around those social creatures. And what these social media applications have done, is that they've taken away our freedom of interaction, of creativity, of being able to think with our own heads. And they've just made us like monkeys, pretty much. Like, it's so stupid, but we're just brainwashed by these social media companies that we spend like on average 4 or 5 hours a day on our phones. That's a lot of time. I watched Iman Gadzhi video on like how to change your life in 2024, and he had some enormous facts about this, like the impact of social media. And this, basically, by spending 5 hours a day or 4 hours a day on social media or in your phone, you pretty much spending a third of your life. Do you want to spend a third of your life on your phone, doing nothing and actually not improving anything? I realized the answer to was no, you wouldn't. And I decided to make change. I basically just click record. Like my first ever video in this YouTube, I just click record without actually thinking of much. I just had my journal in front of me, and I just like reviewed my past notes and just talked them freeform without any thought whatsoever. In this generation, you need to be a content creator. I think some way of providing value to others, so that by you providing value, you will basically create more opportunities in which you can sell things to them or help them. And that's just how the nature goes. The more you help, the more you earn. And the more you earn, the more you earn time back. And the more you have time, you can actually use that time doing things you want to do, such as being around your family, or just like traveling or reading books or whatever you want to do, right? But yeah, that was pretty much what was going through my head today, and I just decided to record this. And just I haven't decided on how to make a script for this, but for the next day, my goal is to pretty much wake up very early, meditate for about 10 minutes, and then after meditating, I want to directly read for an hour or 90 minutes of the book Psycho-Cybernetics, underline while I'm reading, and then right afterwards, or after having breakfast or anything like that, I will get on a writing mode and write for another 90 minutes. Now, I found that from Dan Coe that writing is actually a very impactful skill in this world or in the future world. If you can write, and if you can be creative in your writing and impact others with your writing, there's very big opportunities in this world, in the social media space. And you get to use those people who are so invested in it, and they just don't even want to listen to your advice as well. So it's like, what can you do, But yeah, that was pretty much the video for today, and I will see you guys tomorrow, or maybe some other, like maybe in 3 or 4 days, because I really want to plan a good script, use video editing, and then just make a really high quality video, because these videos right now are not very high quality, because I'm not really thinking about it when I'm like doing it. So that also says to why I have I don't really care about views, but I mean the value I'm providing is very less. But right now it's just points on the board. I'm just just getting a little bit of speaking power just by uploading these every day. So that was it for today, guys. So see you next video. Peace.